Hello guys, my name is Jenna Meade. I am in the University's 101 Section 9 class, and today I will be speaking to you about my project proposal, Sprint into a Healthier You. West Virginia is known to be the #1 state for obesity. That corresponds with the #1 in diabetes and high blood pressure. According to the stateofobesity.org, diabetes affects 15% of adults in West Virginia, and high blood pressure affects 42% of adults in West Virginia. According to the Mayo Clinic, 1/2 of untreated high blood pressure patients die of heart disease related to poor blood flow. My project proposal is to get the word spread about the such risks that we are putting ourselves in. I would like to talk to the people at the event about high blood pressure, diabetes. I would like to check their blood pressure and their sugar, and I like to weigh them and see their height and calculate their BMI and tell them that dietary information they could incorporate into their life to change their risks. And I also like to talk about the nutrition stuff, that way they can correspond that with the exercise. Some goals and responsibilities that I feel that the class should be aware of. I feel like we need to have information on blood pressure, blood sugar, what BMI is, dietary information, and exercise information to be able to talk about it with the runners at the 5K run. Some requirements and resources. Well, obviously we need a medical professional. I do not think that we should be able to perform such medical procedures on people, like checking their blood sugar. I think that a medical professional would be needed. A weight scale would be needed with a measuring tape or some sort of device to help us check the height of the person to calculate their body mass index. Obviously we need a blood pressure monitor and a glucose meter to check both their blood pressure and their sugar. I feel like we would need nutrition pamphlets, which I have heard that you can get at the local week clinic, which shouldn't be too hard to obtain. I feel like we could be able to get the medical professional and all of the medical supplies here on campus at UC with the School of Pharmacy and the PA school. I feel like that would be a good resource. We wouldn't have to go too far. It wouldn't be too hard to obtain. For project plan, I feel like at the end of January we should have the assigned duties of the classmates, like who should be assigned to, doing the exercise, who's involved with that, who is in charge of getting the nutrition information and helping the people break down their foods and diets, and who's going to read about BMI and explain that to people at the event. There's just certain different stages and stations that I feel like we should be able to talk about in detail, and I feel like we should be working in groups to help bring further that along faster. And around the 1st of March, I feel like we should be able to combine all our information and be able to prepare for the event, not just do it separately. I feel like we all need to come together and work together and correlating my plan actively. And obviously April 7th is the day of the run. That's when we're going to execute the plan and hopefully have everything worked out and organized and prepared for it. Some constraints that I feel like we would have would be the lack of supplies or resources. I don't think it's going to be a big issue, but it might be hard to obtain the medically trained professional to help us with this, or we can't get a hold of a blood pressure cup. I just feel like that might be a constraint that I would have, or we would have. The lack of attendance, I'm afraid that the run isn't advertised as much as it should be. I mean, it might be, but that might be an issue. Efficient work ethic. I hope this isn't be like an issue for us, but if people don't take this plan seriously, then obviously it's not going to get done in time. Poor organization. I feel like we need organization and to keep us on track of what we would have to do, and that might be an issue. All this and benefits is the community awareness of the issues that our state is in, like the amount of like diseases or risks that our state has right now is unbelievable. I feel like we would be able to spread the word about changes we could make in the community, obviously to encourage people to become healthier. And I feel like this could help students become more involved with the community and be able to like speak out in the community more by working together with the other students. Now, UC's mission statement reads the following: to educate each student for a life of productive work, enlightened living, and community involvement. Obviously, we need to work together on this project. We couldn't solely do it by ourselves. Like, we would have to involve everyone in the class to do it, and that's obviously productive work to help others do better in their life. We would have to communicate with each other on what ideas we would have to better the project. We would have to think deeper in the meaning behind the project to help it go along faster and better and have better quality. And I feel like this project would help the community a lot because of the lack of knowledge that most people have about the diseases and the risk that they're in. I feel like we could better the community with this project. That is my project. Thank you.